Hi, and welcome to Ocean Yemi's channel. Yes, I'm back again. Now I'm going to talk about Queen Afua. She is a renowned holistic healer. I think she's in Chicago as well. Queen Afua has been doing her work from the 90s or probably 80s till now. She still is doing her work till now. She's written books. She's written books. She's had her young sons write books for men on holistic healing. She does womb circles or sacred women circles. She does a lot of things like Queen Afua. Queen Afua ideally has been to England about a few times, and I have met her. So when I'm talking about Queen Afua, I'm not just talking off my chest. Queen Afua she has 4 books out. Sacred Woman, City of Wellness, and there's a cookbook as well. She also has products as well. So I want her. I don't think I've got pictures of her here. I don't think. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. So I'm going to let her tell her own story.
Decades. And in those decades, I've written 6 books on holistic health. It was 1969 when I started on my journey, and I was 16 years of age. I was a dancer, I was a singer. My life was to be an artist, but I was also sick. I had chronic asthma, eczema, hay fever, arthritis, headaches, monthly PMS. I didn't know where or how I was going to get better. My medication was increasing. My injections for my asthma was weekly, and I was getting progressively worse. And I was invited to go on a healing retreat. It changed my entire life. I went on this retreat without my medication, which I don't recommend for anybody else, but that's what I did. I followed my spirit. And when I got off that bus, the grass, the trees met me, and all of a sudden I was scratching like a junkie. I was wheezing, my eyes were turning, the whites were turning bloodshot red. And I was scared for my life because my breath was getting shorter and I didn't have my medication. But at that very moment, I heard it in a voice for the first time, told me my first formula to take lemons, oranges, and grapefruits, and I drink water throughout the day. I went right to the kitchen, which became later on my lab, healing laboratory. And that whole day, I was drinking and flushing with that. And that night, I sat in front of a fireplace, and this heat was coming to my lungs. I didn't know that was part of my healing, but it was. Just like I didn't know those juices were part of my healing. That was my fasting, and I was healing and fasting. And the very next day, I woke up, and mucus started to come out of my nose, my mouth, my eyes. I was detoxing. I didn't even know I was detoxing. But about an hour later, after all of that detoxing, all of a sudden, the itching stopped. The white of my eyes became white as opposed to red. My mind became very still and clear. I wasn't fearful. And I knew I walked into another life. While there, that same day, I picked up a book. And the book was Dick Gregory, Cooking with Mother Nature. And throughout the week, and I heard people talk about everything that I'm doing right now and everything I've been teaching: natural living, fasting, Buddhist medicine, herbology, juice therapy, yoga practice, meditation, affirmations. All that is my lifestyle. And that is what I teach. So I left that retreat really changing my everything. I got off the all-American fast food, junk food diet. I started to really cleanse myself. It took me 2 21-day cycles to detox myself out of all the diseases. And then it was like a revelation. I woke up and I said, I don't have to be sick anymore. I became like an evangelist of wellness. I started to tell everybody, do you know that you don't have to be sick? And then I started helping those who was around me, those who would listen to me. Because once you get free from a disease or ailment, you want to help someone else. So that's exactly what I did.
So that's her story. Now I'm going to show you some of her circles, what she does. She does right before probably all this, she was meeting up with women, doing sacred circles, there's exchanging, traumas, etc., together, and bonding as well. Her book, the Sacred Woman book, goes into a lot of Egyptology, as well as forming altars, clearing your womb, clearing your body. She has elixirs, and all sorts. And hopefully, if Supernova's on that same space where I got his mum, even he as well was doing his bit too. He has changed quite a lot, considering from when he started to do his thing when he came from. I think he came from, because he's a veteran as well. So when he came, or a soldier, so he came and he started to do his work as well. And Mir, the youngest son. So I'll just show you. This was an event called the Death and the Resurrection of Sacred Woman.
Protect me from all harm and fear. Protect me from all harm and fear. Beneath the stones of life. Beneath the stones of life. Direct me in your sacred purity.
Direct me in your sacred purity.
Give me peace and divine insight.
Give me peace and divine insight. Profound destroyers. We are there for those who weep. Turn their faces. Down.
Dead. I am a healer.
I am a healer.
I am a sacred woman.
I am a sacred woman.
We are the village of the Global Sacred Women Village. And we are, I am Newt. I am Newt.
I am you.
The womb universal healing mother of the womb.
Universal healing mother of the womb.
I am Tahuti.
I am Tahuti.
I speak words of medicine and words of power.
I speak words of medicine and words of power.
I am Ta'ert,
I am Ta'ert,
the keeper of the garden.
the keeper of the garden.
Food is medicine.
Where food is medicine.
I am Bess,
I am best.
and I move forward,
And I move forward.
and I cut away corruptible matter.
And I cut away corruptible matter.
I am the spiritual surgeon.
I am the spiritual surgeon.
I am Hekaru,
I am Hekaru,
the keeper of beauty
the keeper of beauty
and love
and love
and children.
and children.
I am Nebuchadnezzar,
I am Nebuchadnezzar,
the guardian of intuition.
the guardian of intuition.
I am Sekhmet,
I am Sekhmet,
the medicine woman.
the medicine woman.
I am Ma'at,
I am Ma'at,
balance, truth, and righteousness.
balance, truth, and righteousness.
My scales are in harmony.
My scales are in harmony.
I am Mother Art.
I am Mother Ox.
I sit on my seat of power.
I sit on my seat of power.
I am never attuned.
I am never attuned.
From the mud comes forth the lotus woman.
From the mud comes forth the lotus woman.
I am Shashat,
I am Shashat,
keeper of cosmic time.
keeper of cosmic time.
I am Neshkanet,
I am Neshkanet,
the birther of purpose.
the birther of purpose.
I am a woman on purpose.
I am a woman on purpose.
We give thanks and praises to everyone who has come into the circle this evening. And as always, it is always good to give thanks and praise.
Now I want to show you the whole of the what you call it event, but I will show you her talking about her womb dance. Yeah, we're gonna go to her and her son. Okay. Now, this is a family business because, like I said, there's her and her sons who do the wellness center and they work it and they do it together. And she also has extended family, which also works into the wellness center as well. So all this what they're talking about, they live in this 24/7, 48/4. It's not half an ounce or whatever. They deal with the Sacred Woman Circle, the Wellness Woman Center on 24-hour basis. Um, so yeah, so I just let them do the talking.
Wellness Salute family, sipping up Islam. I'm with my mothership, Queen Afua. And we are here to give you a salute, a wellness salute. Pointing my mother's new book, Planet Heal. Ma, let them see the new book.
All right, this is a new book, Planet Heal. Actually, I said this is our book because there are 70 healers contained inside of this book, Planet Heal. And the question is, they answered it, you can too. What would you do to heal planet Earth? Most exciting. We have pathologists and yoginis. We have vegan chefs and naturopaths. We have medical doctors. We have relationship gurus. We have astrologers. We have midwives and doulas. We have crystal healers and crystal workers. And this is all in the book Planet Heal. 70 healers coming together in one text, sharing their wisdom of the ages, sharing with us how to heal ourselves.
What inspired you to do this book, Planet Heal, and how long have you been working on it?
Well,
because everybody's excited about Sacred Woman being #1 on Amazon. You know, this is also on Amazon too. So to encourage people to, lend their support to Planet Heal, tell us about how long it took you to do this and why did you think this is the time to do this book?
Well, this book, we've been working, myself and Jerry and Scott, the editor, who've been with me for the last 35 years, who helped me to edit all the books. Well, we came together 5 years ago from a 24-hour global fast. It inspired me because I buried 9 healers and they did not leave their text behind, their books behind, their mission behind. So one doesn't even know in this age and time, they don't really know about these. They know about Dick Gregory. He left a book. They also know about Dr. Sabi. He left a technique and he fought in the court for justice, for holistic justice, and for freedom of choice. So we have a few healers that will always be remembered. For me, it's Dr. Who made
Johnny Moore?
John Moore, master herbalist.
Right.
I took him as my grandfather of the spirit, but he didn't leave a book, so I just talk about him in every book. They say about your ancestors, if you keep calling out their name, they will always live. But these are the living bodies of those who are here now, and we need the wisdom from all of them coming together. Because healing is not only a cup of tea and an herb. It's not only a food that you eat. It's also about your attitudes, about your relationships. It's about how you got into this world. If whether you were pulled out through stirrups or traumatized from birth, or whether you know how to heal your relationships, because we have a guru healer inside of this book. So it's the most exciting book. It just came out in Amazon, and Nova walked in the door here, and when he walks in the door, the book came right behind him, and I was my first time seeing it. So you're really getting it live, first time.
Okay. Ma, what types of healing methodologies? You mentioned a few earlier about not only holistic health with the herbs and the doulas and I guess astrologers. What other type of healing modalities of healers they can find in this book?
Well, we have a sister out from Washington, so Sister Oyo, she is a breathologist, and then we have Imani Scott, who is a crystal healer. We have Dr. Sheridan, who's a medical doctor, who is encouraging us to look for alternative medicine and having healthy eating habits. We have Dr. Africa, my home brother on the journey. He opens up the book. And so the healers have come together, and I'm so proud of us that we're able to make it a reality. And this is not saying because you're in this book, if you're not in this book, you're a healer. That's what you are doing and you've been serving. But this is to say, let's unify. Let's begin to work together on one platform, a common goal, which is to uplift our people.
Yeah, well, all roads lead to wellness. So there are many different steps and journeys and voyages you can take. So there's no one absolute methodology. That's one thing I love about you being my mother and you raising me holistic health, is that you never raised me to be a vegan wellness set tripper, meaning that I'm tribalistic on my way of the highway. You always raised me to be diverse and respectful of different people's methodologies of wellness and you let me know that there are many different modalities to health and wellness, and everybody doesn't have the same exact route, but all roads lead to wellness.
I love it. All roads lead to wellness.
Okay.
And
So,
on that, we have artists in the book.
okay.
We have Cashio Wise. He is a celestial maestro. We have our poets. We also have Brother Salam from Forces of Nature, the director of Forces of Nature. He's in this book.
Okay.
And so through dance, through art, through poetry, through song, all of that is our medicine. May we be inspired to heal ourselves.
Family, we want you to support Queen Afua's new release, which is our release on Amazon.com. So you type in, go to Amazon Prime members, go to Queen Afua, type in Queen Afua on Amazon and type in Planet Heal and support the Planet Heal book. The website is up, planetheal.com.
It's up, and also we're having an expo coming to Atlanta. We're coming to Atlanta in June, the 26th, the 27th, and 28th. So come out, be a part of our first Planet Hill Expo and book signing.
And make sure you stay logged into queenafua.com for more information and details. Wellness salute, wellness warriors.
Salute.
Now, here's a moment when Erica Badu came to visit her spiritual mother, Mother Wellness, because Erica Badu also took part in the Sacred Woman Circle. So Erica Badu is part of the Sacred Woman Wellness group. She's a doula. Apart from her music, she's a doula. Supernova Slum, they all know her. She's part of the family, and you'll see it for yourself.
Oh, look at Lincoln draping house. It's beautiful. Wow, this is amazing. Wow, it's beautiful.
That's right. They call it right. Show.
Data. We're going into data.
Let me act like
Beautiful.
Queen Afua has also had interviews with Red Pill, Blue Pill. She's been on Breakfast Club of recently. She's done numbers of interviews, not just one, not just two, not just recently, because Breakfast Club was the most recent one. But from the 90s, from when she came to London, she did numbers of interviews. She was on, I think she was on Got Kush, I think maybe one of the English ones anyway. Black Ice TV, she was on there. She was doing a lot of work with Black Ice TV. He was promoting her. She was at one of the places where I used to work too. She was at the Unk Wellbeing Center. She came there. She did a bit. I think there's a video of her in the Unk Wellbeing Center. She has done a lot of work. She's not like, just because Jada Pickett only just picked her up. This woman's been doing work from a long time. So she don't really need Jada Pickett to give her a heads up on everything. Jada Pickett will probably get her into other places, but before Jada Pickett, she was doing her work well before then. So, you know, don't let Jada Pickett fool you. This woman's been doing her work for a long time. Her and her sons and her daughter-in-laws and her daughter has all been doing their work for a long time. So, just don't fall for the, like I said, the rabbit in the hat or whatever, because Queen Afua was releasing books for a long time, even as she noted, Layla Africa, Dr. Sabi, to name but a few of the healers that she was working with. So, like I said, like, just because Jada Pickett picks it up, it doesn't mean that she wasn't already renowned already. She was already an accomplished, an acknowledged herbalist, doula, dancer already, right? So, and she gave the time to when she started out on her healing journey. And her healing journey wasn't just a trend thing. She was doing it for a long time. She was living the lifestyle. She was being the lifestyle. That's why she's able to hold woman circles, sacred circles, do events and her events look like they're always big. They're never on a small scale. Because like I said, she's been to London and I've seen her. So I'm going to show another example of her work. I'm going to try show quite a few. I'm trying to getting to at least a couple, 5 of them if I can, of her work. I don't want to do the one with Jada Pickett because that's non-applicable right now. That's not included because that one, Jada Pickett's just doing that. So that would just probably raise her name a bit more. So I'm just going to do the other videos, okay? All right.
All right, stay blessed. Stay blessed. Stay blessed, brother. Amen. I'm gonna come. We're gonna do how can we get it past it? Let's celebration. I don't know. Okay. Oh, I text you. I told you. Okay.
Now, I know you can't hear her, so I'm going to show you one of her emerald greens that is over here. And she's still doing the works now. And I was part of one of the women's circle of that time. Hopefully I'll find it if it's still there. I was doing a lot of deleting today. Looks like I deleted it. But yeah, I was part of a women's circle at one point. One of her emerald greens. There was quite a few emerald greens in there because that's what they become after they've done their sacred woman training. So, there's